Fortnite Season 1. 3 new name POIs got released with the patch update 1.01. These name locations were Salty Springs, Dusty Depot, and Tomato Town, making all of them combined 13 name POIs. I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best named and non-named locations Season 1. What I mean by non-named locations is like prison and crates. They were community named and everyone just went along with it, but they never actually got their own POI. So they're going to be in the ranking because some of those locations I really liked. So this is going to be the top 10 best non and name locations Season 1. I hope you enjoy this video. Right before I start, for the top 10 placement, I'm going to say our sponsor. The sponsor is my Discord, link in the description. The Discord, you can join, talk to me. You can add me and play the Spawn Island map that you're watching right now in the gameplay. The Spawn Island map is really fun. If you want to play with me, just join my Discord, add me, message me, Spawn Island, whatever you want to say. And I'll add you back and we can play in the Spawn Island map, invite some people. It was supposed to be a creator code stuff, but because of the virus, they had to pause creator code. So this is going to be the way we can play with each other and join me. Link in the description, add my Discord. For the number 10 placement, I'm going to be putting those random wooden towers you saw around the map. Those random wooden towers were just the default's dream. I think every single default first game dropped there, or at least I dropped there my first game in Season 1. And you would always find like one AR or like a pistol. It wasn't good. But no, I just remembered. Those OG SMGs used to always spawn there. I always got those OG classic SMGs there all the time. They did like 2 damage. Yeah, so that's why for number 10, I'm just going to put in those random, dumb wooden towers. Because every single default dropped there. Or like accidentally went there because I didn't know where they're going. So yeah, that's going to be number 10. Not a good location. Definitely not a good location, but a default's favorite location. Now for the number 9th placement, I'm going to be putting bushes. The reason why bushes are number 9 is that they were just the funniest thing back then. You can ask any Season 1er and they would say they definitely camped in a bush all game. And it was the boringest thing, but it was so much fun. And like you would like classify and like know what bush was the best. And you would like remember what bushes to go to when circling around the map, and it was just so much fun. I remember where Tilted used to be, like back before Tilted, there was a bunch of mountain ranges, and I remember always camping. There were so many bushes there. You'd camp in a bush and just pick off people going past from Loot Lake, and it was just so much fun. And that's why bushes are going to be for the number 9 placement, is because they were just an icon in Season 1 with defaults. Everyone camped in bushes, and if you didn't in Season 1, you're just crazy, because I know you did. Number 8, I'm going to be putting Dusty. The reason why Dusty is so far down is that it was just trash. You would never find any gold or purple guns ever. And the only reason why people liked Dusty back then was because no one had shield. So when you drop Dusty, you actually could have good loot that would kill people. But on a realistic point, Dusty was pretty bad. I'm not trying to hate all the Dusty fans that loved it, but even the Dusty fans, I don't think anyone fully dropped Season X Dusty all the time. Because there just wasn't good loot. I think there was only like 4 chests. So that's the reason why Dusty is so far down. I just don't like Dusty. Many people are like really nostalgic for Dusty, but there's a lot of other places that bring back a lot more nostalgia. Yeah. For number 7, I'm gonna be putting crates. All I now see in the comments of maybe like 3 comments because I get 0 views. It's real. I don't get any views. But I feel like in the comments someone's gonna be like, C-Day is the best, he dropped crates and so I love crates. No, it was good location. I really enjoyed crates. There was like 4 chests. So, and it was really hard to build in crates. If anyone played in Season 1, you remember that you couldn't actually build into objects. It wouldn't destroy them or wouldn't allow you to build. So if you had a fight in crates, no one built, but like if you were trying to build to get to a chest, good luck, because you could not build it. And destroying those crates, I think it would take like 20 seconds, because they would never hit it. It would just like, it was so hard to hit the blue circles when crates, like even today, the blue circle in crates always go like the middle, and when you're breaking it, you're never in the middle because you're trying to get that chest. That's the reason it's here. It just wasn't that good. It's fun to drop there, not gonna lie, but it just wasn't good. For number 6, I'm gonna be putting Loot Lake. The reason why Loot Lake is here is that I have so many vivid memories of me just going on the map and always going to Loot Lake with my squad, and mostly just like not doing good at Loot Lake. It was, but I remember always dropping Loot Lake so many times in season one. Like, basically the reason why it's here is because of nostalgia. Loot Lake sucked. It was awful, but the reason why it's here is that I just remember it so much. Always dropping there. It was so much fun. I'm gonna keep that burp in. That'd be cool. Yeah, so the reason why it's here is just it was a fun location. You'd always drop the top and then take like 3,000 years to go to the factories, and then at the factory someone would be camping there, gun you down with their TAC SMG, and that was just fun. So that's why the reason why Loot Lake's gonna be here, or you'd camp in that cave all game. Before I go to number 5 placement, I'm just gonna say I think I recorded this line for number 5 hundreds of times, and I could just not get it right once. So let's hope this one's good. But for number 5, I'm gonna be putting Tomato Town's Tunnel. The reason why Tomato Town's Tunnel is here is because once I found out that Tomato Town Tunnel had the secret chest, I just stopped dropping Tomato Town and only dropped the tunnel with my squad. That's the reason it's going to be getting to be put here. I'm not going to redo this audio. I already did it 100 times. So if there's any mistakes in this audio, deal with it. But yeah, the reason why it's here is because it was so unique to me how there was 2 chests that I only knew about and no one else did. Everyone did, somehow. I don't know why. But yeah, so it was so unique to me, and that's the reason why it's here, is because I just always drop there when I was dropping my squad, and they'd always be like, how did you get this? And I'll be like, I don't know. So yeah, that's the reason why it's here, is because I thought it was so special to me that there's 2 chests that no one else knew about. For the number 4th placement, I'm going to be putting Greasy Grove. The reason why Greasy Grove is here is that I just always drop that gazebo and then the red house, and I would always get the chest from the gazebo, go to this metal shack, get a gun, then go directly to that red house and like fodder off enemies with my squad. It was so much fun. I remember all the time, always doing that. But in Season X, when they replaced it and then made it the taco one, they took out, I'm not trying to, because I'm ranking only Season 1 locations, but I'm bringing up Season X because they brought a lot of these back. But they took out the red house, but they kept in the gazebo and made the red house a basketball court, and I was so mad about that. And that's not like changing my opinion on Greasy Grove. It's still a good location, but it was so annoying how they changed. My favorite part about Greasy was that red house in the gazebo. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be put in for number 4th spot. Why did I say plot? For the 3rd place, I'm gonna be putting Flush Factory. Many people are gonna be like, Flush Factory, why is that here? I actually really enjoyed Flush Factory. I remember there was this giant hill right next to Greasy Grove. I think where Polar Peak used to be. And it was this giant hill, and you would always go from that giant hill right directly to the Flush Factory. That's always, whenever I dropped, it would always be going through that giant hill on the right side, right where Greasy Grove was. And I always dropped Flush. I remember like the chest that was in the paint room, that was like my favorite, because you'd always hit it and then it would just like break, but you wouldn't get any loot. And it was so much fun trolling my friends, be like, oh, get that chest, and then they would not get it. There was like a chest underground, secret one. I just liked a lot of places that had secret chests that not many people knew about. That like it was good for me. Yeah, Flush Factory was a really cool location. I wish they kept it in Season 7. It's sad that they changed it, but it was a really good spot. That's why it's gonna be for the 3rd placement. Now for 2nd place, this spot is dear to my heart. Favorite named location in the whole entire game. And if you think otherwise, you are wrong. Moisty Mire. Moisty Mire, I remember, best spot with my squad. We would always drop Moisty, and then, so there was this big tree. If anyone knew about Moisty, they know what I'm talking about. There's a big tree. That's my main spot drop. And there'd be 3 chests every single game. I always got a scar there. I would always get 3 scars. It was so weird. And always, I remember my squad, they'd be like, you're lying. And I would show them my loadout, and it would just be only scars. And it was so much fun. I would only get scars there. And then I would go down the Big Tree Hill, go through the swamp. I was like 1 chest in this like tower, and then go up the hill right up to prison. And this is going to lead right to my top 1st favorite location. Now for my honorable mentions, I'm going to be putting Spawn Island, the map that you're seeing right now. Spawn Island is here is because everyone, always, no matter what, was on Spawn Island. And going on Spawn Island, 1, through Season 7, was so much fun. The parkour, the tires, just default dancing with the bros. No, yeah, Spawn Island was just so much fun. You would just screw around and shoot at everyone. You couldn't build back then in Spawn Island, or you couldn't get mats and break stuff. So like you could build, but like yeah, you could find like meds on Spawn Island. There's big pots, med kits, and it's just so much fun because the original Spawn Island was just so fun and stupid. There was the crates, there was the buses that everyone jumped on and pickaxe each other. It's just Spawn Island's here because it's not actually a map. That's what's going to be on the honorable mention. For the number 1 spot, it's going to be Prison. Prison was so much fun. Like, I could categorize Prison and Moisty the same, but they're just too good. They have to be separately put each from each other. And the reason why Prison is here is that it just was the best. You could drop the towers. Every single tower had a chest. You would go in the warden's room, and there'd be that secret chest that no one knew how to get. And you'd be in the jail cells, and there'd be secret chests like inside of a wall that like you would never hear because the chest noises were so quiet, and you'd always get it. There would be a chest in the warden's room. I'm pretty sure you'd go out. I remember always getting like in the kitchen, and like there were so many chests there. I think it was like one of the spots with the most chests per land area. I just loved Prison. Prison was just so much fun. It is literally every single game, my squad, Prison and Moisty, would drop Moisty, go to Prison, and we would play cops and robbers. We would all get all the guns and then only find revolvers, and we would listen to what the cop said, and one of us would be a cop, and if we didn't go to the kitchen, we'd get shot because there was team killing. It was just so much fun. I remember always just playing cops and robbers, just messing around, killing my teammates, running around. It was just, Prison was the best. It was the most fun place just to joke around and mess with your friends, and that's why Prison is going to be for number 1. Now it's on the video, and what I promised, I'm going to show you how to get a season 1 filter on any of your maps. What you want to do is you want to go on your map, and then once you're in your map, you want to go on your phone. Now that you're on your phone, you want to switch to LB or go to your settings. Now that you're on your settings, you want to go hit RB once that you're on your like game-based settings. I forgot what it was called. And you want to go to your time of day and put on 9 p.m. Always have it on 9 p.m. if you want a season 1 filter. The next thing you want to do is you want to go scroll down, keep on your filters, just like put on default, and you want to scroll down to light brightness. If you want a more of a season 4 filter, you might want to keep it on 40%, but if you want more of a season 1 filter, keep it on default. It just change whatever you want. The brightness, all that matters is what you like. Now scroll down for brightness and go onto light color. You want to put the light color on yellow. This is always you want to put on yellow. This is how you get a season 1 filter on your map. Hope you enjoy.